Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we are here to nourish our souls. I'm Norah, the host of this program, Thoughts by Joanna Angelis. Today is the second message of this book, and it is so evident that Joanna Angelis is truly like that bigger sister, right? That's given us this amazing advice. And so let us read. It says here, it is the task of the gospel of Jesus, stripped from the wrong and elaborate clothing that has muddled it through the centuries, to offer love as the solution to the grave problems that bewilder and disorient the masses. What a message, right? We could be asking ourselves now, what is the gospel of Jesus? Let's take a look at this beautiful story of a French priest, Saint Louis de Montfort. He basically had very simple, humble, lower class individuals volunteer their time to build this monument, the Passion of Christ, right? So the intention was to like put this monument like in the center of town, and it's gonna be like this symbolism of faith, of Jesus's gospel. When it was completed, it stood as a massive structure that could be said was the real labor of love. So, one day before the showing, there was this group of locals that threatened to destroy the monument and somehow convince the authorities that those same volunteers that built up this monument, right, the Christ, Passion of Christ, were actually this army that were going to go against the government. So the authority says, demolish this monument. So we can imagine on the day of the celebration, everybody's expecting this huge monument to come out. But instead, St. Louis tells the people, we had hoped to build a Calvary here. Let us build it in our hearts. Blessed be God. And this right here is this message that Joanna is telling us. Gospel of Jesus is inside of us, right? Sometimes plans don't always turn out the ways that we plan, kind of like for St. Louis de Montfort. Didn't quite work that way. But when our faith, right, is in the core of Jesus, when we live by this gospel of Jesus that is inside of us, we begin to understand more and more. Like, what is the purpose, right? When St. Louis detached from his plans and attached himself to God's plans, now he has become an instrument to be used for mightier works. Wow, friends. So asking ourselves, can we do this? Can we allow ourselves to be these instruments in the gospel of Jesus? Right? So, although the physical monument was destroyed, the teaching stayed in the spirit. This is what Joanna is trying to help us understand. Let us bring that gospel of Jesus to our hearts, inside of us. And like St. Louis, let us do the Lord's will. Let us become those instruments, because in the end, Jesus knows better. He knows the way. He knows the long run of our lives. And if we just trust, if we let go, if we surrender and let this love and live by this gospel of Jesus, then we have truly become to understand what Joanna is trying to help us. What a beautiful message. So with this, let us sing, I Surrender All. All right, dear friends, let us sing this beautiful song, I Surrender All, and imagining Jesus extending his hand and us surrendering. All to Jesus I surrender, all to you I freely give. I will ever love and trust you in your presence daily live. I surrender all. I to thee, my blessed Savior, I surrender all. All right, dear friends, may we be blessed tonight as we're going to sleep, and may God's presence and His gospel in form of love always permeate, starting within and out. Thank you, dear friends. Until next week, same place, same time. And don't forget to tune in to other programs here at Kardec Radio, where we are always nourishing ourselves. Take care. Good night.